Okay, a very good morning children. Children, in the previous lesson I was discussing about the problems on lines and angles. One question I had discussed from exercise 6.1, which is a very important one. Now let us discuss some more questions from the same chapter. Let us discuss exercise 6.2 of your NCERT book. See question number 6. There is a question given. Look at the question here, the figure has been drawn. See, PQ is a mirror, RS is a plane mirror. You know what is plane mirror in science. Now these two mirrors, suppose PQ and RS, they are placed parallel to each other. That means you are given PQ parallel to RS. It is given. Okay. Now what is AB? AB is one incident ray. See, this incident ray strikes the mirror PQ at the point B. So what will happen if this incident ray strikes the plane mirror at the point B? That means B is the point of incidence. You know it from science. Okay. Then it will get reflected. See, look at the reflected ray. At B, when it is incident at B, now BC will be the reflected ray of AB, and this reflected ray BC will strikes the plane mirror RS at the point C. So again this is the incident ray, and if it strikes at C, what will happen? It gets reflected along CD, you see. So CD is again the reflected ray. That means here AB is incident ray, BC is reflected ray, and when BC is incident ray, CD is the reflected ray. Okay. Now the question is, you prove that if PQ parallel to RS, how will you prove that AB parallel to CD? See. So in order to prove AB parallel to CD, so this is given. So what we will prove? We have to prove that AB parallel to CD. How will we prove? Let us see. Now see, in order to prove AB parallel to CD, children, it is sufficient. You know how to prove two lines to be parallel. See, if we can show that angle ABC, look at ABC, this angle, whole angle, 1 plus 2, I have divided it. Here BM is a normal. See, you know what is a normal? Normal is a what? It is a perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence. B and C. See, at B you draw normal, BM means perpendicular. Then at C also you draw another normal. So that will be the construction. Without construction, it is not possible to prove this, that AB parallel to CD. So draw BM. Draw normals BM and CN. Normals BM and CN at B and C. This is the construction to be done. Without construction, we cannot prove this one particularly. Okay. So now if BM and CN are drawn, okay, our aim, what is our aim? Our aim is to prove that AB parallel to CD. Now how can we prove AB parallel to CD? You see, if you look minutely, look at the angle ABC. Look at the angle ABC and look at the angle BCD. So if we can prove that angle ABC and angle BCD are equal, then they will form what? They will form a pair of what angles? Alternate interior angles. And you know, I told you, if a pair of, in the previous lessons, while discussing transversal and parallel lines, in this chapter only, I said when a pair of alternate interior angle is equal or same, then the two lines must be what? Parallel. So, if by some means we can show that angle ABC and angle BCD, that is angle 1 plus 2 equal to angle 3 plus 4. If we can show, then no doubt AB and CD will be parallel. Okay? Because ABC and angle BCD, angle ABC and angle BCD, these two angles, they form a pair of alternate interior angles. Okay. So now the point is how to prove that angle ABC and angle BCD are equal. Let us do the analysis. See children, let us come to the proof. So our aim is to prove AB parallel to CD. That means we have to show that angle ABC and angle BCD are same. Let us see how it is possible. So look at BM is a perpendicular or normal. CN is also normal. So if this is normal, then angle 1, look at angle 1. Angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 is what angle? You know from the study of science. It is known as angle of incidence. Angle between incident ray, this is the incident ray and the normal. Angle between incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. And angle between normal and reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. So I equal to R, angle I equal to angle R. From the study of science we already know. So since here 1 and 2 are angle of incidence and angle of reflection respectively, so they must be equal. So you write down angle 1 equal to angle 2. Why? Since angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Okay. Angle of reflection. Now, similarly, angle 3 and 4 are also equal. Okay. Similarly, the same reason. Similarly, angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay. Now you add the two. You see, if 1 equal to 2 and 3 equal to 4, then angle 1 plus angle 3 will be equal to angle 2 plus angle 4. Let this be equation 1. Okay. Now see children. We are given PQ and RS parallel. See, if PQ and RS are parallel, then what will happen to angle PBC? Look at angle PBC. That means this whole angle, see, PBC and BCS. You look at this angle. PBC and BCS. What angles are they? They are clearly alternate interior angles with transversal. Which one? BC. With transversal BC, because PQ and RS are parallel already given and BC is the transversal. So angle PBC and angle BCS, they form a pair of alternate interior angles and hence they must be equal. So what we will write? Since PQ parallel to RS, it is given. Therefore, angle PBC, look at angle PBC equal to angle BCS. What is the reason? The reason is alternate interior angle. C. So these two are equal. Okay. Now look at angle PBC. Angle PBC. What else we can write? In place of angle PBC we can write angle PBM plus 2. See, look at. If PBM, this angle. If angle PBM and 2 are added, PBM angle plus angle 2, PBM plus 2, angle 2 will be PBC. Similarly, in place of angle BCS, see, BCS. In place of BCS, we can write angle 3 plus angle what? Which angle? SCN. Look at SCN plus angle 3. If we add angle SCN plus 3, then only we will get BCS. So instead of BCS, we can write angle SCN. This angle plus angle 3. Okay. That means angle PBC equal to PBM plus angle 2 and angle BCS equal to angle SCN plus angle 3. If you add these two, you will get this angle from the figure. If you add these two, you will get angle PBC. Now see, what is the value of angle PBM? See, what is the value, what is the measure? What is the measure of angle PBM and SCN? Look at the figure. Since this is normal, look at. This is normal, so angle PBM must be 90 degree. And since CN is normal, so SCN angle, it is also 90 degree. So in place of PBM, you write 90. In place of SCN, you put 90 degree. So 90 degree plus 2 equal to 90 degree plus angle 3. Now 90 cancel. That means angle 2 equal to angle 3. See. Now suppose this is equation 2. Look at. Now in equation 1, what did we get? We get angle 1 plus 3 equal to 2 plus 4. Now in equation 2 we got angle 2 equal to 3. That means angle 2 and angle 3 are equal. Now put this value in equation 1. You will get the result. Now putting 2 in 1, you see. Putting equation 2 in 1. What we will get? Here it is 1 plus 3. So in place of 3 we can write 2. Instead of 3 we can write 2 because 3 and 2 are equal. So angle 1 plus angle 2. In place of 3, it is 2 because 3 and 2 are equal. Similarly, equal to, in place of 2, what we can write? Angle 3 plus 4, you see. So what did we get? 1 plus 2 equal to 3 plus 4. Now 1 plus 2 means which angle? Angle 1 plus angle 2. Which angle it will give? It will give angle ABC. Implies angle ABC. And 3 plus 4 will give you which angle? Angle BCD. Okay, see. So thus we proved that angle ABC and BCD are same, equal. Okay. Now if they are equal, but they form what? They form a pair of what angles? Alternate interior angles. But these are alternate, alt-int angles. Alt-int means alternate interior angles. Therefore, so what will happen? These are equal, these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, and but they are alternate interior. That means AB parallel to CD. See. So, yes, now we could prove. We proved that AB and CD are parallel. Okay, so this is how to solve the problem. This is the short method, easy method you can say. I hope children you understood. How will you prove that when PQ and RS, two plane mirrors are placed parallel to each other and AB is the incident ray strikes the first mirror at B, then gets reflected, then again it gets reflected from C on the second mirror. Okay, so how will you prove that the two rays, this is incident ray and this is the final reflected ray, okay, or emergent ray you can say. These two rays are parallel. How to prove? I hope you understood. Okay. So we will discuss some more problem in the next class. I hope you understood this. Thank you.